Wait a minute. Well, no. Stop. Hold it. Come on, David, it's a Halloween special. We gotta give him something a little bit different. Yeah, I know, I said I don't do scary, but still, I like Halloween. Give him something different. You just put a pumpkin over it. Like, give us the Shattered Glass logo or something. Come on. There are many things that make you fear for your life. Maybe it's a serial killer in your neighborhood, or a killer clown. Maybe it's global warming. Maybe it's a possessed car chasing you down the highway, but also on fire. But, David, why'd you add that one in? Sometimes it's something more realistic, like a terminal disease, or drowning, or a natural disaster. But what if that natural disaster was not so natural? You see, Unicron is a living force of nature. He is nature. He's a living planet. You know, something that's already living. And basically, if you look at it from a certain angle, he's technically a cannibal. At least when he's in planet mode. And speaking of which, if he chooses to eat your planet and you don't have one of these three things around, yeah, you're fucked. Totally fucked. I mean, can you imagine if you were just hanging out at home one day and then out of nowhere this happened?
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel.
This is a message from the United States government. Unicron has attacked the planet. Don't bother taking shelter. You are completely f***ed. Thank you for your cooperation.
So now imagine all of that, but he's a zombie. A living mutant zombie planet. That's even worse. In Transformers Energon, Megatron set out to revive Unicron and use him to conquer the universe and destroy the Autobots for basically ruining his life. Oh, by the way, Megatron, come here for a second, yeah. If you don't want your life ruined, maybe, I don't know. Don't be such a prick! And Megatron succeeded. Except for one small problem. Unicron woke up. Yep, this animalistic version of Unicron hijacked Megatron's motor function and psyche and destroyed a lot of things. Also, he just grunts and growls now, so naturally they made a toy for him. Well, they repainted an existing toy, but you get what I mean. This is Energon Unicron, one of two Supreme Class figures in the Energon line. This, of course, is the Armada Unicron repainted into this scary cyber-goth color scheme. And for me, this is my favorite look for the guy. Listen, I realize a lot of people are nostalgic for that original color scheme, but if I want a dark god banished to the ether hoping to resume his reign of terror one day, I want this color scheme. Plus, it just captures the fact that he's a reanimated corpse so well. But anyway, check this guy out. This is everything you could possibly want for a Unicron without paying nearly $1,000. Isn't that crazy? Except for the fact that he's not quite as fear. On any side, really. Which is fine. I mean, it kind of guarantees that this thing won't roll off the table and kill your grandma or something. Now, on the surface, you might notice the asymmetry with this green lining. That's the spots where Megatron tried to supply Energon to fix him. It's basically a skin graft. Ew. See, Unicron doesn't really do cities on the surface. Instead, he's got a shit ton of greebling, spikes, and of course, his jaws. This was an Armada thing, as the original Unicron had that wreath of fangs that could open up. I don't really know which one I like better, but still not something a normal planet would have. But he does have the same rings as the original. But just as always, they're facing the Uranus-type way because, well, Unicron's basically an anti-planet. Now, you're probably wanting to know, Treebot, what constitutes an anti-planet? Well, let me tell you. Normal planets that sustain life, like Earth, are a place to live for civilizations, wildlife, vegetation, vegans. But Unicron, well... And mind you, he does this all because he wants to. David, calm down. Unicron isn't real. For God's sakes, you're freaking everybody. Don't do that. You just pissed all over the floor. Okay, get the hell out of here. I gotta clean this up. Ugh. Why does it smell like... Well, now that I've got David's piss cleaned up, let's do some features. Firstly, we've got power links on his rings. Yeah, no, this is stupid. I realize it was necessary for the play pattern, but I can leave this behind. I don't need this. And speaking of power links, you get his Minicon dead end, which is basically his moon with a gun. And since Cybertron is usually smaller than Earth, and Unicron is usually smaller than Cybertron, that would make dead end probably about the size of Texas, maybe bigger. And he's cute for the little shithead that he is. His little gun can move around, and you can put him in Unicron's little hemisphere bowl right there. And he turns into this little round robot. As for the rest of Unicron, he can grab something with his claw spikes, like a planet, and if he thinks the planet's going to tear up his stomach, he'll tenderize it with missiles the length of Alaska. Either you've done something extremely right or extremely wrong to have a planet fire missiles the size of Alaska at you. So yeah, that's Unicron's planet mode. A fantastic representation of his Unicron trilogy appearance, and it does well encompassing that force of nature attitude. And I would tell David to cut to the transformation, but he's too busy over there pissing himself with fear, so I'm just gonna...
You're all mine, Unicron! Energon, Unicron poses an enormous threat.
Unicron is moving! Unicron is breaking up!
We need even more for Unicron.
Energon to revive Unicron!
Guys, Unicron's moving again!
The evil living planet Unicron was damaged and blown into space.
Unicron's headed back to Cybertron!
You lead the men and attack Unicron with everything you've
I
got!
can't wait until Unicron blasts you to pieces!
Guys. We're inside
Your
Unicron.
words do not scare us,
You've been with
Unicron.
Unicron all along, haven't you?
The transformation on this guy is a junior version of the full 86 transformation you see in the movie. It does the hand split and slide, but on the top now, and the legs unfold right away. Also, despite what anyone says, you can leave the shells on. It's not parts forming. And in robot mode, even 20 years later, this is incredible. And I think I've seen this before. Oh, I don't know.
Could it be Satan?
There really is something about this robot mode that just screams the Unmaker, the evil incarnate, the ultimate evil, the destroyer, the chaos bringer, etc. All those nouns and verbs you can think of. That's Unicron's whole thing. He verbs the noun. But anyway, this robot mode is awesome. You really get the feeling that this is a corpse of a dead evil deity brought back from the ashes to wrought destruction upon unsuspecting worlds. Changing the color on this guy was a great move for this line. The head sculpt is just like the Armada version, however, it is somewhat different from the original design. But here's the thing, I like this one more. For what Unicron is in the Unicron trilogy, I think this head suits him a lot better. However, the rest of the body still maintains some G1 elements. The chest and pelvis have those craters, he has those abs still, and he's got the wrist spikes. And speaking of wrists, he's got really expressive hands due to all those joints in them, which means yes, you can make him give Primus the double finger as he's being banished to the Shadow Realm.
Get the f*** out of my house!
You will also notice the green asymmetry is back as well, which fits the breakup to the Cybergoth black. And they've added orange into the mix with all this translucent orange going on from the hand, the chest, the abs, and the pelvis. And the ring wings, they're back too. Plus, there's a cape that's formed from the two planet shells. He also has those super elongated claw feet, and his legs are super long and intimidating looking. That's a really weird thing for me to say about an action figure. But other than that, this guy's pretty good looking. So what else can he do? Well, for one, there's a Minicon port on his shoulder, so you can use that. But there's also another one on his back, which fires probably the hardest shooting missile in all of toys, like, period. This thing is painful if you get hit by it. And I've been hit by it a couple times, including right here. Oh. And this is also the thing that he uses in the show to destroy planets in his robot mode. He also has some hiding spots in his legs for minicons, and if you put one in and then take it back out, it kind of feeds it to you as you open the door back up. That's nice. And there's another spot in the abdominal area that you can put dead end into. That's cool. And then the translucent hand over here can light up if you push it down. That's great. And it's self-contained within the wrist, so you're not going to worry about breaking the wires if you articulate them too much. And his eyes light up. Man, I miss this in Transformers. All right, we're going to do the light up eyes and the hand gimmick at the same time. You ready? Ooh, I can't see. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Scary. Well, the hand looks a little cooler than the eyes, but, I mean, eyes still kind of look cool. Let me do it one more time. Yeah. Now, if this guy has any shortcomings, at least on mine, it would be the fact that it can't really stand unless you have it in this pose. Mine's ratchets in the knees are completely non-existent. I mean, I don't know what happened to them, but he just cannot stand on his own 2 legs straight up. They swing super hard, and I just don't know what. You just breathe on him too much, and he'll fall over. But other than that, all of his joints are really solid, and he poses super well. So, posing on this guy is pretty good. The head is on a rotation. It's kind of ratcheted, but you want to be careful with it as well, because it does have some electronics in there. The shoulders are universal, all on ratchets, so they can go all the way around to get the wings out of the way. They can go out that far, and you've got ratcheted elbows, you've got a wrist swivel, and all the fingers are individually articulated, and the thumb can move out like that. And then the legs, you've got ratcheted hips, all the way out, forward and back. The knees, weak on mine, like I said, but they are ratcheted. And then you've got a knee swivel, which is kind of useless on this guy. And he has a bicep swivel up there, but it's not ratcheted. So, I mean, overall, pretty good. I mean, he's also got ankle pivot a little bit forward, but nothing to this. Oh, little side to side, but nothing crazy. But this play is completely ratcheted forward, mostly for transformation. But overall, since this is a 2001 or a 2003 figure, really not that bad. It could be a lot worse for the time, especially considering this is an Armada toy. But hey, he's pretty good. Overall, this is still the best Unicron figure we've ever gotten. It buries the HasLab. Sure, the HasLab looks good, but it's not fun to transform, it's unconventional to most living spaces, and it's just a straight up pain in the ass. This guy does way more, he's fun to mess with, and is a great representation of a modernized Unicron design who has not ever been topped. Ever. No, not even him. This guy's price is shot up, but the other repaints are still pretty accessible if you want to experience the mold. Especially the Armada one. It's literally everywhere. But anyway, I've been TreeBot Reviews, and until next time, keep growing your collections. Happy Halloween.